Hi, everyone, and welcome to Fathom, where we take a topic having something to do with music and dig down under the surface to find out what's going on down there. I'm Joe Lance, and I would love it if you would take just a second and subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell so that you can be among the first to know when new stuff is posted. And if you like this video, click the like button, leave a comment, or share it with a friend, or any combination of those. On today's episode, I'm answering a question I got recently IRL, and I thought that more than one person might want to know the answer. The question was, is your harmonica going through your amp? And the answer is yes and no. So let's dive in. The question came up during a recent performance of The Color Purple, the musical. For one of the songs, a number called Push the Button, I needed to play both harmonica and guitar, and I'm not Neil Young. So I needed to not only learn to do that, I had to figure out how to get both of those sound sources to the soundboard. So for the harmonica, I could have gone with a microphone straight to the front of the house, but I really wanted to put some kind of grit and effects on it so that it fit with the scene, and the scene takes place in a juke joint. So for a microphone, I chose this Shure Green Bullet. Instead of a regular XLR connection, it has a 1/4-inch TS cord coming out of the back. And it expects to be plugged into a high impedance input such as that on a guitar amplifier. So enter the Quad Cortex. Now on the Quad Cortex, as you can see here, you can separate from two different inputs that are on the back of the unit. So I've got input 1 and input 2. So my guitar is coming in to input 1. And then I'm just going to take that Shure microphone, I'm going to plug it into input 2. Now, let's look at what we've got in this input 2 signal chain. So at the very front of it, I've just got a simple gate because noise happens. Then I chose a neural capture of a Princeton 65. One of the captures there, made a few adjustments to the settings that are available in that. We can go into that another time if you're really interested, but that's the amplifier that the harmonica is going into. And there's a cabinet on there, just one of the stock cabinets that comes in the QC. And I really didn't change very much there. And then I did put a little bit of slapback delay on the harmonica so that, it can just sound like it's in a room and echoing off the back wall. What was interesting about this song, though, that I had to do one more thing. So I'm playing harmonica and guitar at the same time, and they took the song that could have worked beautifully in the key of A, and you play, let me get the guitar. You just play, like. Like that. And you might be able to play harmonica at the same time, if you're me. But then they took the song and they pitched it down a half step to A flat, where, you'd be kind of no open strings. And you can't go down for the 5 chord. You have to go up. Anyway, so what I did is I put a pitch shifter on this guitar signal and just took it down by 1 semitone so that when I'm playing the guitar in A, it's sounding in A flat. And that way I could simplify what I need to do with my hands so that I could really concentrate on what I needed to do with my mouth and, kind of breathing and playing it backwards to me and all that. So here's what the guitar sounded like. And here's how the harmonica sounded. And just by the way, this harmonica mic can also be used as a vocal mic, as you can tell. It has its kind of own sound to it. And so here's the harp. And by the way, yeah, I was wearing headphones for instead of in-ears for the show, and I had to put on this brace and my glasses and hold a guitar. It's very it's a lot. But anyway, here's how the harmonica sounds. So a lot of fun to put that together and to work on, solving that particular problem. The other thing I'll say about this harmonica, just like the guitar had to be tuned down kind of artificially to A flat, I had to buy a D flat harmonica to be able to play that blues in A flat. So I'm just wondering what other uses I could possibly have for harmonica in this key, because most of the time you're going to be playing in other keys other than A flat, D flat, and so on when you're playing like guitar and harmonica type stuff. But for that show, that's what was needed. That's what I have. I have one idea of what to do with this harp in D flat. That'll be another video, kind of a joke, kind of a funny thing. Other than that, I'm not sure, but I have it. There it is. So to wrap up, the answer to the question is yes. In general, the harmonica was going through my system, but the amplifier, if you say, is your harmonica going through your guitar amp? Well, yes and no, because it has its own amp here in the QC, separate from the amp that the guitar was going through, which was basically a model of a Vox AC30. So you have an AC30 for the guitar with its cabinet. You have a completely separate signal path, an amplifier and cabinet and everything for the harmonica, all blended together in this unit and sent out to the front of the house. And I feel like it was a very workable solution for that purpose. So hopefully you've stayed around this long and gotten to this part of the video. If you want to hear a recording of the guitar and harmonica played at the same time, because you notice in this video I didn't do that. I kind of did them separately. But I'll make a track of that, and I'll make that available through my Patreon, and I'll put a link to that in the description for this video, and hope you check that out if you want to. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great one, and we'll see you next time.